as the title says, I'm trying out some new makeup from Maybelline. Y'all know I actually like really enjoy Maybelline. If you're new here, I actually used to work for L'Oreal, which is a giant beauty conglomerate that actually owns Maybelline. So my goal is to one day be working with a L'Oreal owned company. That would just bring this whole journey full circle. But you know, we're not there yet, but we're gonna get there. I don't know how new these are, but they're new to me. This is the Maybelline Tinted Moisturizer. Their Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. I got two shades. I got 370 and 368. And I'm also going to be using their Fit Me Matte and Poreless Primer as well. So I feel like these all kind of like fit together. So if you're interested in how these work, you're looking for a new like drugstore friendly tinted moisturizer, then just keep watching. I have noticed the hair is a little bit different. We did relax the hair. Also, if y'all hear something, it is my neighbor dog. That dog stay barking. Anyways, I did relax my hair. Y'all know once fall time comes around, I just be ready for the like silky smooth little bob. Let's get into it. So this says it's supposed to have a natural look, fresh feel, buildable coverage, 24-hour hydration. Y'all know 12-hour. I never ever know about the 12-hour, 24-hour, 36-hour, 84-hour wear that they be talking about in hydration, because I don't wear my makeup for that long. I actually wear my makeup like a lot less than most people do. I wear it for like, I don't know, an hour tops. The packaging is just a plastic bottle with a twist off top, which I can appreciate because I like simple packaging myself. So that is $3.70. She looks like she would be a good match for me. I probably, to be honest, might mix the both of these together. And then let's swatch 368. She is just a little bit lighter. And that is 368. Actually, I think 368 might be more my shade. But like I said, I'm probably gonna mix them together. I'm gonna apply this like the same way I did the primer. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my face. And I have really been liking to use a stippling brush. This brush has been used one time before. No, I don't wash my brushes every time I use them. I just don't. And I know y'all don't either. All right, so this is 368. This is the lighter of the two shades. I feel like she's gonna dry down a little bit darker. But I personally have really been enjoying the way stippling brushes are applying my makeup these days. She's definitely drying to a darker color. So I was gonna use the 370, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the 368. She does give you pretty decent coverage. Like, you guys know my cheeks are my problem area for my hyperpigmentation, and she covered the hyperpigmentation like just fine. And I just used a little bit. I'm gonna use the same amount on this side. I feel like for a day-to-day look, that's not a crazy amount of makeup to be applying. So if you're one that likes to use like less makeup, she might be a good option. And she is also a drugstore. We always love to find good stuff on a budget. And so far, I'm enjoying her. She doesn't have a scent, so she does oxidize a little bit. So I would say like whatever color you think you need, maybe go the next shade lighter, because I thought 370 like would be like perfect match for me. I got a dog again, but 368 I feel like works really well. I could probably even go one shade lighter. So you know what we like to do here, you guys, when we are trying out new foundations, I always like to do a transfer test to see if it is going to transfer. We are wearing masks and things these days. I don't know about y'all, but I have not lit up. I usually have like a nice little box of Kleenex to do this with, but I don't, so we just got toilet paper. You gonna do what you do. And this is a tinted moisturizer, so it's not meant to be like super matte or anything. That is the transfer. So as you can see, it's something, but that is without setting powder. You guys know we always go back and do it with setting powder to see if it's still transferring. So now we have our oil absorbing sheets. I'm just gonna press this to my forehead, and we can see as it starts to darken. So it's definitely oil. It's not like a matte type of deal. little transfer on that side, but we can see some oil there. It's not a ton. I've definitely seen formulas that give off. All right, y'all, so I have my setting powder down, so we're gonna try our transfer test again now that we have setting powder on. I always just like to check after I apply setting powder, because that can just kind of be an indicator, like, oh, if you wear this one, it's gonna transfer without setting powder, it'll transfer without it. Just like to cover all my bases. So I have applied a little bit more makeup. So I do have my concealer, my bronzer, and my blush on. Okay, significantly less. So this is with the setting powder, this is without. So with this one, you're definitely gonna wanna wear a setting powder, especially if you're wearing it all day, so that you don't end up just like wiping your makeup off. Then I'm gonna do the oil test over here. Just put a light layer of setting powder down here. So we still get a little bit of transfer, but as you can see, we don't have like any oil on here as we did like with the first one. We did have a little like swatch of oil. So so far so good. Like I feel like my makeup looks nice. Sometimes with tinted moisturizers and doing like a full face of makeup like how I am right now, it can tend to look a little like, I don't know. It can look a little like undone. Like it can look like you're missing part of your makeup, but I'm not getting that vibe here. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back and give you guys a full review. All right, y'all, so we're done with our makeup. Let's go over this tinted moisturizer. For this to be a drugstore tinted moisturizer, this gets an A++++++ from me. The reason being is because I feel like it's a perfect fixture. I feel like it's a perfect mixture between skin-like, but still kind of giving you a little bit of a matte effect. I do also want to preface this with I did use this mattifying primer, so maybe that's why, but these two together, I feel like it gave me like such a nice finish to my skin. I feel like I look like I have makeup on because I've obviously put on like lots of other things, but it doesn't look too overdone in my opinion. I feel like this is a perfect look if you're going to like a fall wedding, if you're going to, hold on, is my lash lifting? If you're going to like some sort of event. Some of us like to wear this like just out on date night. I know I do, I like to get to know. So yeah, I think it's good. It's inexpensive, it's under $10, I wanna say this is under $10 or $20. Either way, it's super affordable. I use the shade 368. I would say if you're close to my skin tone, I would definitely go with this one. 370 and above, if you're my skin tone, I feel like it'll be a touch too dark for you. Don't get the darkest shade like I did because that one's gonna be way too dark for you. But I do feel like it does have a decent shade range as well to fit like a wide array of shades. So that was nice. As for the transfer test, it does definitely transfer if you're like one of those girls that likes to just put it on and go. You're definitely gonna need some sort of setting powder to kind of like lock this in place for the day, because as we saw with our transfer test, it did not transfer nearly as much or give off as much oil once we put a little setting powder on top of it. So I definitely would say use that. If you don't care, girl, do what you do. But me personally, if I put it on, I want it to stay as long as it can. I feel like setting powder is probably going to give this particular formula a little bit more lasting effect. So that's it, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will link everything below, shades, all that good stuff. If there's any other sort of foundation, tinted moisturizer, something you want me to use, leave a comment below, let me know. I will look into it, see if it's worth trying out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.